Are you having the trouble of Facebook ad cost going up and you're not able to bring the cost per sale down? I've seen a lot of marketer, myself included, where after the initial couple of days the cost per sale goes up and then we start trying different things to bring the cost per sale down without much luck. Hi everyone, my name is Mintu, and in this video series I'm going to be talking about 10 to 12 bite-sized steps that you can take to reduce your Facebook advertising cost. Now if you're on YouTube, click the subscribe button and hit that bell notification so you're notified of every great video that we produce. Alright, so strategy number one. Now before we even talk about strategy number one, let's think about why does the cost keep going up. Alright, one of the reasons why the ad costs keep going up is when we are trying to run our main offer ad to cold audiences. Now, just in case if you don't know what a cold audience means people who have never heard of your business and they have never heard of your brand. So it takes time for people to move from cold to warm to hot. Now, cold is people who are brand new, warm is they've seen some of your content, but then they're not there at the stage where they can make a purchase, and hot is yes, they've got that trust and they are willing to make a purchase from you. Okay, so one of the mistakes that a lot of marketers do is we are trying to run ads and ask the cold audience, okay, buy my $100 products or buy my $200 products. That does not work, and that will give you a higher cost per sale and obviously increasing in with the increased CPC. So what again, the goal here is to have a more holistic marketing approach where it is long lasting, it is consistent, and you get good results. So with that, let's get started with strategy number one, which is to warm up your audience using content. Now, what do I mean by this? So again, as I said, the goal is to move the cold audience to warm. All right, and with this, what we are going to do is, if you have content, if you have, like by content I mean if you have blogs, what you can do is you can run traffic campaigns to your blog. And when you're running traffic campaigns to a blog, retarget people who are spending or reading 25% of that content. If they're reading 25% or more of it, it means that they're genuinely interested in what you've got to offer. And yes, they could be the right person, they could be the right audience to show them your retargeting ad. So how do you do this? Again, when you're setting up the retargeting campaign, spend about 20% of your budget on a retargeting campaign. Just go very slow, but then as you see that it is working and as you see that it is building up your custom audience, the website visitor or the blog reader, then in that case, once you have a bigger number of website visitor or the blog readers. So how do we do that? Let's get started. I'm going to share my screen with you and then I will walk you through step by step. Alright, so this is how you create a traffic campaign to warm up the audiences. Okay, so this is the skeleton of the campaign as you see on the screen. This is the campaign level, this is the ad set level. At the campaign level, I have turned on CBO because that's the trend, that is what it works. So I have that, and then at the ad set level, this is what I'm gonna do. So I am going to click on create new audience, and I'm going to click on custom audience, and then when I click on custom audience, the next thing I'm going to do is you have all these options where you have the website, customer list, web app activity, offline data, and then all the other Facebook sources. So for this purpose, we are going to use website, and once we use website, we hit next, and then it's going to come up with another pop-up. There we can set up the custom audience and it will be ready to use. So this is what we're gonna do. I have my pixel source selected, and then in the events I have out of 3 options, first is all website visitors. We are not going to use that. The next is people who visited specific web pages. Again, we're not going to use that because again, you don't really want to target people you don't want to target everyone who has visited the page, because if someone has visited and they left within 2-3 seconds, that's more of like a bounce, and again, those are not the people who you want to show your retargeting ad to. So you're going to select visitors by time spent, and once you select visitors by time spent, on the right side you can choose percentile. I would say go with 25 percentile because this will be your best audience. And then go with, in the retention, show 30 days, because after 30 days, in 30 days, if people have not engaged with your ad, after that they'll even forget about it. And then click on this blue button that says select specific web pages, and once you click on it, then it will ask you for the URL. So in this URL contain, it say you have three options: contains, does not contain, equal. So choose contain, and let's say if the URL slug, if it is like, I'm just going to give something dummy, 3 strategies. Let's say this is the URL slug. Once I do that, after that, I can give this audience a name, and then I can description is completely optional. So now let's say this is what you're going to do is you are going to pick up your top performing blog, the blog which is loved by most people, the blog most of your audience, and the blog which addresses their pain point. It shows them how you can give a solution to their problems. So this is how you do it. And when you're doing it, when you're setting up the campaign, just make sure that you have the custom audience created. And then when you have the custom audience created, as you run the campaign, you'll start seeing that the custom audience's size is increasing, and now your ad is shown to more people who know who you are, who know of your product and service. They have read 25%, so they've spent some time on engaging with that content, and they will be a more likely people to go ahead and take that next step. So I hope you find it helpful. All right, perfect. I hope you found that helpful. Just in case if you have a question, leave a comment below. Me or my team, one of us will respond to every single one of it. Again, if you have a question on how to implement this strategy, leave a comment below. We will help you out. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button and click the bell notification. I'll see you in the next video with strategy number 2.